Have you ever had a performance review not go as expected? I'll tell you about my worst one. I was working for Microsoft in the UK. They offered me a job in their US headquarters in Seattle. I was sat in my boss's office, excited to hear about my performance review because I'd been told I was awesome. I'd been told all the projects I was running were awesome and everything was going great. So I was sat there waiting. Yeah, you guessed it. Only to be told I was average. It was the biggest shock I'd had. I'd never been told I was average in my career before. Yet here I was being told I got a 3.5 rating when there was a 4, a 4.5, and a 5 above that. And it was a big surprise. I was even promoted at the same time, but it didn't matter because I got that performance rating. And it was really a shock to me. What I discovered was the mistake I'd made was I'd moved from the UK to the US and I hadn't paid attention to the Microsoft culture at the time, which was very much about managing up, managing out, and generally not just doing your job and putting your head down, but being very proactive about how you managed what people thought of you and how you manage your peers, your bosses and your bosses' peers. And I just had ignored that. I'd missed that cultural difference and it cost me big time. What I discovered over the following 20 years is it's not enough to be brilliant. You have to be brilliant at demonstrating your brilliance. So if this doesn't come naturally to you, then I suggest that you take a look at the Brilliant at Demonstrating Your Brilliance chapter of Thoughtfully Ruthless. And there is a brilliance barometer in there, which is 10 ways that you can increase how brilliant you are at demonstrating your brilliance. Because if you want to increase your digital reputation, you've got to be comfortable with talking about your achievements, talking about your accomplishments, and naming and claiming the success you've had. I'm not talking about bragging. I'm not talking about making things up. I'm not talking about, we know those people, right? People on LinkedIn who make the minuscule massive, and you're like, wait a minute, how are they talking about those things? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about factually naming and appropriately sharing your successes. If that comes easy to you and you're not doing it, it's time to start doing it more. If it isn't something that you're used to, it's time to really pay attention to what you can be doing so that you become more brilliant at demonstrating your brilliance, because it's going to help your digital reputation. My name's Val Wright, and for 31 days of October, I am sharing fast tips of how you can increase your digital reputation. Follow along, and each day I'm going to post something new, and you only have to spend 15 minutes on it. By the end of October, you will have increased your digital reputation, and new opportunities are going to come your way that are going to help your company valuation, it's going to help your personal valuation, and it's going to help you strengthen your digital reputation.